Wednesday evening, meteorologist Landon that here, and we have an update, I guess you could say, or a new warning, and that is a confirmed tornado for Franklin County, and it also includes the northern part of Colbert County. It also includes, I think that the Littleville area. This is coming out of Huntsville. At one point I saw a very tight rotation down here, and that was coming off of the Columbus radar site. I'm still on the Columbus radar site, but I was thinking, is Huntsville picking that up? And just as I thought that, they issued a tornado warning. So we are going to stay on here for the whole tornado warning, for the extension of the tornado warning. And it was pretty complex, again, for a second. The tight rotation was just about right here, and then they just decided to go with it and issue the tornado warning. So I want to see if we're seeing anything, at least now, that indicate that we still have possibly a tornado on the ground. I'm not seeing much of that. We can zoom in. Scoping it. Maybe something right in there, just south of 24. Highway 24, not the I-24 in Marshall County, but Highway 24 east of Red Bay. And this is for, again, south central Colbert County and eastern Franklin County. I'd say basically the east central part of Franklin County. Again, this goes until 7:45. This is kind of moving at a rather quick speed, moving at 55. So, by the way, I just want to, before I put a track on it, see if we're seeing anything off of Huntsville. Not really. Maybe a little something near the Vina area, but besides that, not much. I'd rather switch back to Columbus because I think it's closer. I know, we'll track it. I'm going to need to back up a little bit. And the crazy part is we're not even outlooked for severe weather today. So it's very unusual that you get severe weather, especially a tornado warning, when you're not even outlooked. So anyway, some of the areas that'll be impacted: Belgrade, 722, Jonesboro, Alabama, 731, Lime Rock, 734, Littleville, 737, Colbert Heights, 740, Leeton, 749, Underwood Crossroads at 752, and Virginia Shores at 753, and also Town Creek at 754. You can see 30,000 people being impacted by this, and this is part of the reason why we do this. Now I want to check down here, because this may stay just south of our viewing area, but it's going to be a little bit of a close call. We're also seeing some rotation just to the north of Natural Bridge. That is, again, not in our viewing area, but that is for counties such as Northern Walker and Winston. That's moving northeast, so that could move into our very southern counties again here shortly. And that would be Lawrence County. So Lawrence, that might also just stay to the northeast of you, but it's going to be a close call. So anyway, the reason we are on is for a tornado warning that has been issued for Franklin County until 7:45. Again, includes Russellville and Littleville. I'm going to see if we can get any towns here. Oh, we did have some for a second. Old Nauvoo, Glasgow Corner, Little Bear Creek, Belgrade, Alabama Highway 24, and then also 187 where it intersects. That is where the possible rotation is right now. And again, if there was going to be something, it looks like it's near Old Navo, just to the northwest of Old Navo, just to the north of the Little Bear Creek Reservoir. So that is where the possible tornado is right now. It was originally down here, and then it moved somewhere over here. We also have other storms, but those are currently not severe. In southern Tennessee, you can see one near one near the Henderson area. I'm going to check on these as well. I'm not forgetting about Franklin County and also Colbert County, but we also have other storms. One near Henderson doesn't look too particularly strong, but let's see if we're seeing any strong winds in that. Maybe a little, but nothing that would be considered severe. All right, let's go back down to Colbert and Franklin County. And again, this is confirmed, somebody has spotted this tornado. So this is out of Huntsville, Alabama. Well, out of the Huntsville, Alabama area, but it's for central Colbert County and eastern Franklin County. This is Radar Scope. It's a very, very nice app. I use it all the time. It's great. It's personally better than, it's Radar Omega. It's better than Radar Scope, but you can just track storms if you have premium, which will only cost you about $15 once you buy the app. If you buy the premium, that would cost you $7 or $8, but the app costs you about $7 or $8. So anyway, Radar Scope is very, very nice app. You can track all the weather. It's basically like you're in a TV station. But again, basically, it's like you're in your own TV studio tracking weather. So anyway, again, this is just to the south of Russellville. Again, maybe some rotation again on the northwest end of this tornado warning. But inside the red box, I'm not really seeing anything too particularly concerning. I'm seeing some strong wind. I'm going to try and see if we can pick up the wind speed on this. Okay, and we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning. I'll talk about that in a minute. That is just an extension for that line down south coming up northeast. And so we'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm not sure which counties that is. I think, no, I think it includes part of Franklin County, but it's just basically an extension for that line just south of Haleyville with potentially very strong winds up to 70 miles an hour. So we're still dealing with that tornado warning. I'm just checking behind the scenes here. And I'll tell you that severe thunderstorm warning. I can look it up from here. It is until 8 o'clock tonight. It does include tornado possible. It is for southeastern Franklin County, southwestern Morgan County, and also Lawrence County. And that is, again, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. And that is until 8 p.m. Okay, they changed it to radar indicated. You can see they trimmed it a little bit. So it's mainly for central, northeast Franklin County, and then also the southern parts of Colbert County. Pretty sure. What I'm looking at is closing on winds close to 65 miles per hour, if that is correct. If I can switch maybe to Radar Scope. Yeah, let's use Radar Scope for a minute. Switch over to Radar Scope. Tennessee, just talked about Tennessee for a second. Pretty quiet right now, but we do have some showers near the Jackson area and then over towards west of Murfreesboro. Let me switch over. Okay, I know how to switch over. I haven't used this app in a little while, but the line itself looks like maybe it's on a weakening trend a little bit. And this all just big cluster moving from south to northeast. I'm going to put on the velocity here. And the pixel, 1 pixel is 60 miles an hour just west of Russellville. So just above severe limits. And then the pixel right here, 66. That may be just a few feet aloft, a few 1,000 feet aloft, but that is a 66 mile an hour wind pixel just west of Russellville actually, and then west of Littleville. Okay, and we'll do one more, about 52, again, west of Russellville, so. And then we'll talk about Kentucky real quickly here. Maybe a little shower near Murray, but that'd be about it. All right. So mainly I'm seeing more in the way of strong winds than a possible tornado. But I still see a little rotation just south of the Creek Reservoir. Not sure. I haven't heard if they're going to extend the tornado warning or not. It's very possible, but again, I haven't heard anything from Huntsville yet. So, again, just severe thunderstorm warning that I wanted to reiterate on that was just issued. Haven't talked about this much, but this is for southeastern Franklin County, southwestern Morgan County, and also about all of Lawrence County, northwestern Alabama, until 8 o'clock this evening. And again, that is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Okay, it looks like they may be extending it with a severe thunderstorm warning. We're getting new severe thunderstorm warning for this. They did include possible tornado in this. This for a whole lot of counties: Central Lauderdale, Colbert County, northeastern Franklin County, and also northwestern Lawrence County. This does include the Tuscumbia area, also the Florence and Rogerville area, and also the Cherokee area. So it looks like they may be extending it with a severe thunderstorm warning, but I don't want to go off just yet. I'm still seeing some pretty decent rotation just west of Russellville near the Cedar Creek Reservoir. And again, it looks like it's just on the very western end of that tornado warning. Haven't checked for debris yet. I want to see if we're seeing any signs of debris, possibly. Not currently. So, but again, it's a little close. Earlier, when we were back down here, there was a little debris signature. So, at one point, we did have a tornado. And that's probably why they upgraded it to at one point a few minutes ago. But not now. A confirmed tornado. Again, we're still dealing with this until 7:45, and the new severe thunderstorm warning, if I didn't say already, goes until 8:15 for 60 mile an hour winds. And that is basically just an extension for the tornado warning for Colbert and Franklin County. And again, this is for Central Lauderdale, Colbert, northeastern Franklin, and also northwestern Lawrence County until 8:15. But it's moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. So they've slowed it down a little bit. And it'll be moving into our very southern Tennessee counties, and maybe in about an hour, 15 minutes. Some of the areas that will be impacted: Belgreen, 734. Littleville, 751. White House Springs, 753. Tuscumbia, 753. 758. Muscle Shoals, 803. Muscle Shoals is somewhere right in here, actually. Wilson Lake Shores, 809. Paradise Point's 811. And also Lauderdale Beach at 814. And that includes, you can see, about over 120,000 people. So, and that's why we're on. Includes quite a lot of people here. So, and the strong winds are entering Russellville right now. Again, close to 60 miles an hour. We may see a wind burst of 65 to 70, maybe in the mix, but not seeing any of that sort right now. Haven't gotten a report of 70-mile-an-hour winds. And I do have reports on here, so we'll be getting something shortly if there was something that indeed either touched down or a large hail report or a significant wind report. I'm not really seeing a lot of wind or hail in here right now. I'll check for it, though, on the MRMS. Scoping for it, not really seeing anything in the way of large hail right now. So, okay, if is anybody wondering why we are on, we have a tornado warning for Colbert and Franklin County until 7:45 tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just until 7:45. They have not currently extended the tornado warning yet. There's still a possibility that they might, but based on what we're looking at, it looks like the rotation has kind of faded a little bit, but still not letting go of this tornado warning just yet. So, again, that is would be just to the northwest of Russellville and also to the northwest of Littleville. So, again, that's where we'd be tracking the tornado warning right now. Haven't gotten anything new yet. Haven't heard anything from Huntsville if they're going to extend the tornado warning. So, again, Moulton, you're in a severe thunderstorm warning, and also Decatur, you are not officially in this severe thunderstorm warning, but you're very close to it, so I just beware of what is going on right now. Now, I want to look on Huntsville. I'm sure Huntsville would be taking care of this warning right now if there was going to be a new warning. So I want to check what's going on off of their radar site, see if they're seeing anything. Again, we'll stay at this just for a few minutes. I think that they might let the tornado warning go. Hopefully not jinxing anything here, but again, maybe a little something just northwest of Russellville. Very close to 24 right now. Also 51. I'm going to switch over here to the high-res velocity. Kind of regretted switching to Huntsville when I switch back over to Russellville, or excuse me, Columbus. There was a little update at 7:23. Maybe they were still tracking a little rotation. Overall, it looks like at least on reflectivity, that this line is kind of not getting itself together, kind of behaving a little bit. Not packing as much of a punch as it was about, say 30 minutes ago when it just entered our viewing area. Again, just because we didn't see any large hail when I checked the MRMS does not mean that we don't have any large hail. We could see some still small hail, still some very small hail, but we do not have a warning out for hail yet, just for winds and, again, the tornado warning for the possible tornado. Now, when I look on Storm Relative, I'm just looking at the whole wind profile. It looks a little tighter, and that, again, is northwest of Russellville. I think if I was in the radar site right now, and if I was in Huntsville, doing at the radar site, I would trim the tornado warning. I'd drop it for the Russellville area and drop it for the Littleville area, but make it over towards the Cedar Creek Reservoir. I'd kind of draw a It would include the Cedar Creek Reservoir and also Tuscumbia, 247, and also 72 and 43. That's where I would put the tornado warning if I was at the radar station in Huntsville. And haven't heard anything from them yet. Okay, we did have a damage report. I'm going to see what that is that just came in. It's 727. This is just 8 miles west of Russellville, Alabama. This is by emergency management. Trees down on Highway 187 in Belgreen. It's raining pretty hard here. Check for you folks in Kentucky if we're getting anything. Not really, just little showers between Cadiz and Murray, and also north of Hoptown toward the Crofton area. Here we could be seeing a little heavy rain, but nothing even close to what is going down right now in Alabama. I'm saying that like it's one of the strongest tornadoes I've ever seen. I'm not, but there's much more activity down here that warrants us to be on than anything close to Kentucky. So anyway, still seeing a little bit of broad rotation. That is just north of Frankfort, Alabama, and northwest of Crooked Oak, Alabama. This goes for another 8 minutes, and the expiration time is 7:45. Again, that's so far the only damage report that we have gotten, as these storms are lifting northeast. And just kind of looking, seeing what they might do here. They did include tornado possible. I'll go over this warning again for Central Lauderdale, Colbert County, northeastern Franklin County, and also northwestern Lawrence County. This includes also the Layton, Town Creek area, Tuscumbia, and Florence. See if we're still seeing a strong wind profile when we just go to the bare velocities. Yeah, we are northwest of Littleville and northwest of Highway 43 and east of 247. There is definitely some strong wind gusts. I'm going to go to radar scope, see if we can get a query on this. Again, as I mentioned, we're not even outlooked for anything, so very unusual to see this. But it has happened before, and this is one of the times that it is happening right now. It looks like the winds may have decreased, but I'm seeing a little, or weakened in intensity, I should say. But I'm seeing stronger winds picking up in Double Springs right now, just to the north of Double Springs. This is going to be a little bit aloft, a few thousand feet aloft, but what they're indicating is 70-mile-an-hour winds. I'd say probably more in the way of 65, maybe. 65, maybe an isolated wind burst of 70-mile-an-hour winds, but the general idea is that we're going to get 65-mile-an-hour winds, which is probably the more likely scenario, but again, can't rule out a 70-mile-an-hour wind burst. Again, north of Littleville, picking up winds, northwest of Littleville, picking up winds of close to 60 miles an hour. And let's get another one right here. East of Highway 43, picking up winds at 62 miles an hour. So alongside with the possible tornado, I shouldn't really say possible. I don't really think there's a good tornado signature with that. Weather Service may disagree with me if they extend a warning here in a minute. But so far, I'm not really seeing much in the way of rotation. So again, north of Double Springs, officially this is just south of our viewing area, but this is entering our southern counties here. This is entering Lawrence County. So, in southern Lawrence County, just a heads up, you got possibly 65 miles an hour winds, 65, 67 mile an hour winds heading in your direction. Okay. Just switching back over radars here. In fact, since we're just so close to the tornado warning expiration, I'll just stay with you until the tornado warning expires. And it looks like have they expired that? Okay, they have expired it. So, just want to talk about what's going on real quickly. With the wind signatures, and I expect we may get 1 or 2 more severe thunderstorm warnings. Maybe an isolated tornado warning in the mix, but I think maybe the tornado threat is probably decreasing a good bit. So again, potentially 65 mile an hour wind gusts, maybe even a burst of 70, headed into Lawrence and Limestone counties here shortly. And then down here, north of Double Springs, we're also seeing some 65, maybe a burst of 70 mile an hour wind gusts. And that is closing in on southern Lawrence County. So, again, we'll check for velocity. Check on velocity, see if we're seeing anything. Not seeing much. Still seeing a little bit of weak rotation west of Underwood Heights and west of Flatwoods, but that appears to also be weakening a good bit. So, in Lawrence County, the Moulton area, and also the very southeastern corner of Franklin County, which includes the Phil Campbell area. Be aware for 60 mile an hour winds. Be on alert, I guess I should say. And then Madison and Limestone counties, and also northeast Lauderdale County. Be on alert for also 65 mile an hour wind gusts. That could burst also to 65 mile an hour winds at times, but since the tornado warning has dropped for our viewing area, since the tornado warning has dropped for Franklin and Colbert County, we will sign off right now. But if there are any new warnings, and there probably will be 1 or 2 more, we'll come back on right away. But until then, I'm going to sign off.